Hello, dear friends. There are so many shocking news that it's difficult to summarize them. Opinion piece: global cleansing, Lunar New Year, unstable weather, change of course, planetary purging, surprise in March, massive revelations, Epstein files explode, hurricane of changes, implosion of the old regime. We are nearing the endgame. New Bretton Woods conference. Six resignations in 4 countries. The world will be divided into 7 regions. Let's start. In the coming weeks, we will witness a global shift of enormous proportions, according to Brenda Hoffman. What once was will no longer be, not only in your personal life but also on a global scale. This new world will allow you to open up and expand in ways that were not possible before. In her opinion, in a month all current worries will seem obsolete and insignificant because something new will shine in the world. A world that will no longer be one of fear, but of excitement and love. Global purge. According to Mr. Poole, the Epstein files have just exploded across 5 continents, and the political corpses are piling up, metaphorically speaking. There have been resignations, investigations, and panic in the last 72 hours. 6 resignations in 4 countries. A trade secretary caught lying under oath. A British prince cornered by police. An attorney general questioned for 5 hours. 3 million emails archived. 1,800 photographs still under review. This isn't politics. It's a global purge. Names yet to be revealed are coming. Every week, more names, more resignations, and more panic. Billionaires, diplomats, royalty, and CEOs, all connected by one man in one island. No country is safe. No title protects you. No amount of money can buy silence. The world is watching. The files are open, and the rats are running. From dark to light, the next drop will be devastating. According to Mr. Poole. Major changes. Benjamin Fulford concludes that not much will happen for a couple of months while the old system implodes. China is also in lockdown for the Lunar New Year, so no major changes are expected until March. However, Asian elders are working with Western white hats to implement significant changes. A symbolic union between East and West would replace the third global party as a way to usher in a new golden age. For now, however, prepare for the implosion of the old regime. The conclusion of these discussions is that at the end of this year, or probably in March, a new Bretton Woods meeting will begin. There, a public decision will be made on how to replace the current global architecture and financial system. A preliminary agreement has been reached, whereby this process would involve the cancellation of all debt, the return of stolen goods to the people, and a subsidy of at least $100 trillion for massive planetary improvements. Furthermore, the world is expected to be governed by 7 regions, each working in harmony with existing nation states. This would function more like a small village council than a centralized world dictatorship. They would discuss common problems and help each other, but would not dictate rules. Fulford summary. We are nearing the endgame. The network of eyes wide closed has been exposed. This is the match that ignites the entire system. Europe has begun arresting its first bigwigs. Inside Europe is also rebelling against the karma regime. Poland remains Poland, but France is no longer France. The Habsburgs support a new benevolent system for managing the planet. Prince William of the UK says he's prepared to provide all the necessary support to improve this planet. The White Hats remain anonymous for their safety. Nothing is being investigated, from the Kennedy assassination to the Nord Stream sabotage, according to Maria Zakharova. Bitcoin Core has been under scrutiny since 2015. The cryptocurrency market capitalization has fallen by 47.2%. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick is leading the collapse of the financial system. Relief. Relief will hit you hard, and you'll know it was all worth the struggle, according to Kerry Kay. For a long time, you have carried much more than you imagined. The truth is, you were carrying too much. Much of it was never yours to begin with, but it was your responsibility to learn to let go. Many felt heavy and weary from the battle. The next stage of our journey is here, and it's not about holding the shadow, but about holding the light. This means we can master things like learning that we are actually sponges, but we are not here to absorb density inside, but to allow the light to enter. The great shift, according to essential light workers. Humanity is rapidly approaching a profound threshold that has been predicted throughout antiquity. Traditions, star knowledge, spiritual lineages, and inner knowing. This moment is often referred to as the Great Shift, a collective awakening marked by the mass exposure of hidden systems and the increased possibility of first contact with higher dimensional intelligence. While the exact form this contact will take is still unknown, its impact is unavoidable. It will not arrive as a mere event, but as a reorientation of reality. Humanity will no longer be able to sustain illusions based on separation, deception, and domination. Collapse. Message from Commander Brillon via Chilia Wilder. The Archontic forces and their puppets no longer operate on the basis of a strategy, but on panic. Their systems in plural were designed to function only in the shadows, only when humanity remained fragmented, distracted, and disconnected from its own divine knowledge. That era is over. What we are witnessing now is not their power, but their collapse. Around the world, massive revelations are emerging, not only through information, but also through inner understanding. The panic of the leaders indicates a shift in direction. They are reacting, not leading. They are trying to close cracks that are widening faster than they can respond. That's why time feels unstable. Emotions surface unexpectedly, and old patterns collapse overnight. What's hidden must come to the surface before it dissolves. The visible loses its power to manipulate. That's why revelations can be intense or destabilizing, because they dismantle structures. Austria. The Austrian School of Economics didn't foresee the system's collapse as a mystical event, but rather as the logical consequence of an intervened and artificial monetary system, with central banks and fractional reserve banking, which generates bubbles, crises, and a loss of confidence in the system itself. For them, the current system of central banks and fiat money distorts interest rates, creates artificial credit and generates cycles of overinflated expansion followed by recession. Instead of reforming the system from within, many Austrians advocate eliminating or reducing the role of the central bank and moving to a system of monetary competition with a gold standard, free banking and private currencies, where the state does not control the money supply. The Austrian school is critical of central planning, socialism and state intervention, arguing that they destroy economic calculation and the efficient coordination of resources. It is also highly critical of central banks, which it sees as a source of inflation, interest rate distortions and cyclical crises. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.